Hello, Victor here, RestoreMercedes.com. This is a video for Eric in California. Okay, Eric, so it's gonna be a quick video. It's actually a little cooler than I anticipated it would be. Okay, so the car came, all is good. As you can see, it's parked here in my little carport here, so all is nice. And you know, a few things I don't like about it, I'll tell you, but at this point we're just gonna have to look into the problems with the running conditions first, and then one thing at a time, in other words. So let's just concentrate on the wiring, because we want this engine to be saved up. Sorry for the shadow, but that's when the sun is. Okay, so let me just go straight to it. The biggest thing right now, as we discussed on the phone, I don't know if you can see it. Yes, mass airflow sensors. So there's my cat over here. Masha, Masha, say something. Masha, Masha. She's chilling. Okay, so let's just do it this way. Let me put it on the engine here. I know it might be a little louder. So here is our reading on LH1. LH1, that is that mass airflow sensor. So it's disconnected. We have the readout at still 4.3, which is weird because it should be 0, right? Let me plug it back in. So this one starts to show 12.4. That is good, actually. That is about right. Let me just try to wiggle wires a little bit. Alright, so this one seems to be okay. Let's move on. LH2. This is the secondary throttle. Again, it is disconnected. And you know the wires are bad, of course. As you know, insulation is bare. So when I move them around, I don't see up. Yeah, you see I moved them around and we had the readout change. Something shorted out real quick. Let's plug it in. So this sensor is plugged in at the moment, and we have no change. So let me wiggle wires a little bit. Maybe I'll get it to read. No, I cannot get it to read at all. So I'm wiggling cables right now, just for the demonstrational video. Sometimes you knock on it. I'm just knocking on the thing, just slightly, not too much. You don't want to break it. And still nothing. I have nothing going on here. So this bank is not reading. That is a given. 100%. See, there is no change here in readout. As a matter of fact, when I unplug it, it goes to 2.7 kilograms. I plug it back in, it goes to 2.9. Definitely a problem on this side. That's a given. That's 100%. Now, next, just again to compare two readouts. We got 12.3 on this one. As you can see, 12.4. That's fine. That's about right. Let me go back to this one real quick, if I may. Come on, come on, buddy. Sometimes this thing glitches. So we see 3.7 milliseconds injection timing. This is a little more fuel than needed. So it's flooding cylinders a little bit at this point already. Now we go back to a decently running bank. So we got 2.8 milliseconds injection timing, and mass airflow is reading. So let's just do a live disconnect. Here it is disconnected. You will see injection timing went to 3.94. So it hovers around default value, and 4.3 kilograms per hour and 1.2 volts. So as you can see, LH1 works more or less okay. We're not flooding too much on this bank. I mean, actually this throttle controls this bank of the engine, so we're not flooding much, so that's okay. That's good. We're not just dumping fuel in the engine. It would have been way worse if we were to have instead of 3 milliseconds, if we would have gotten like 20, 30 or something like that. For that matter, that would have been really bad. So we're still more or less all right. Obviously it doesn't run well, but that's what we're here to fix. Now, engine harness is also bad. I'm not going to move it right now because I don't want to disturb it too much, but as you can see, you have bare cable shown. I didn't, you know, like I said, I didn't pull covers a lot. I just nice and easy, just so I don't disturb it much. That's the idea here. I don't want it to make more problems, make it worse than it has to be. So let me leave it to that. There was a crack over here. I don't know, somebody probably were removing something there, so you take the fence shroud out. So this is basically what I see at the moment. This is number one problem, and that has to be sorted. The lower harness I didn't check yet. I smell something is burning here. Like, I smell something burning. I mean, there's something burning, like maybe it's a garbage bag, or most likely some of this padding here fell down in there and on the exhaust. Yeah, kind of smells a bit around here, because you can see, I don't know if you can see actually, but there's a little bit of sort of residue there. And let's see here. Yeah, I see a little bit of molten pieces. Not a huge thing, so it's not like, yeah, here is cleaner because less material fell off from the right side than on the left side. I cannot, yeah, there's, for example, that you cannot see, probably cannot show you. There's a little piece laying on the exhaust. I don't know, right this little thing right there, like if you concentrate, you see there's like a little piece there. That's a piece of padding just laying on the exhaust, so that's why it is it's flooding. Not flooding, burning. Smells a little burning, but it's okay. It can be all cleaned up. Suspension situation, real quick, I go through it. It's very bumpy, very harsh. This wheel is rubbing. Okay, when I was parking the car, I felt it rub, and it kind of sits uneven because over here it's like almost to touch the fender. I mean, that's like literally like you make a turn and then it bounces off the fender, and that's not good. Whereas on this side, as you can see, there is a good gap here. I can put my hand in there. So anyway, it could be the angle. Yes, I agree, but we'll have to deal with that later. The accumulators are blown. That's definitely to be replaced because they are blown. So exhaust. Let's see, exhaust. Just see the exhaust. Yeah, I smell gas. Nah, kind of nasty smell. Damn it. Yeah, you can really get high of this now because it is it's very rich smell to it, like its mixture is rich. But again, because our mass airflows are not reading. Let's take a look at one more readout since computer's already running. Both mass airflows are connected, so let's take a look at one more reading. So let's see our oxygen sensors. So this one, for example, 908, rich. As you can see, the voltage here. So that is the bank that doesn't work. Rich. Let's go on the bank that more or less works. LH1, works. Let's take a look at this one. As you can see, this one changes. 405. Ideally you want it around 500, of course, but because another bank is like screwed up, this one is kind of, well, you got to do adaptations after all. But anyway, we got running temperature, we got running oxygen sensor. This is really high, like 90%, so I think it tries to pull the other bank with it, since the other bank over here is just completely rich, just floods. This readout doesn't change, the duty cycle, and we got 908. So definitely there is a problem there. I'll check out on mass airflow sensors anyway, just to see if the sensors are bad, but the wires, they have to be done in, yeah, regardless. Sometimes it pops from time to time, the exhaust. Adaptations here, they're still kind of like there. They haven't been erased. They didn't go off a lot, but as you can see, negative to positive, the swing like is there. So it is what it is. So we're gonna just go and, you know, the codes will be there because we have sensors disconnected. See, no current ones, LH1, because it runs okay, but there are stored codes in the memory. So LH2, 2 banks, two modules. So this is mass airflows, of course. I'm gonna erase it now. Let's see if there's any current ones. You see, there is a current code as well for the sensor, and it is connected, but the voltage is too small or too large. So yeah, this is clearly an issue. So this is this is what I'm gonna do. This is number one thing I'm going to do. That's a big job, so I just want to do that. And the shifter linkage is loose, and your door lock pump is leaking vacuum or air. I don't know, because it keeps reactivating. I don't like that. It can burn. So yeah, as you can see, it doesn't even, something's up with the pump, because car is open, the trunk should be open, and as you can see, the fuel cap is closed too, so something is messed up. I don't know what's up with the pump, because this should be open right now, and that's what I encountered at the gas station yesterday. I couldn't open it, so I had to shut the car down, lock and unlock it. So something is messed up with piping or some, I don't know. I'll figure that out. It's not a big deal. Shifter linkage, when you shift gears, it's loose, so that has to be also done. Okay, so this is kind of like the car is beautiful. I mean, not for nothing. I mean, seriously. Oh, the radio, like we know, it's from the heat. This little kind of like a leaking kind of thing. Battery is weak too. I don't hear anything. I guess it's asking for code, but anyway, antenna goes up and down. Well, anyway, you know, there's few things. I mean, it's just because of the age. It's nothing really, you know, crazy. This is way expected. It's just the way it is. But for the condition, this is amazing car. I haven't seen many of them in silver. I mean, I've seen maybe one of them in silver. That's really cool. Yeah, I don't know what happened here. As you can see, there's some rips over here. Maybe they put something in the back, or whatever happened here. This is how it came. There's a little bit of carpet come up from opening and closing it. And if it's a 93, I think it's a 94. Is it 9? I think it's a 94, because you already have Bose system, which is better than Becker. So I like Bose better than Becker. But you know, these rips, I don't know what's up here. Oh, first aid kit, beautiful. Yeah, somebody was here. As you can see, nut is missing here. So they were working here, probably removing this piece to get the roof control module, possibly. But again, this is definitely worth repairing and keeping. I mean, this is beautiful car. I mean, again, silver like this. I mean, I don't want to actually lock it out. I don't know what's happening with the pump, because if these are locked, I mean, who knows if these doors will lock. So usually keep a door open. This one just closed up a little bit. Yeah, I love it. So we'll work on it. The wiper works because yesterday was raining, so wiper does work. What is this? I don't know, something came from somewhere. Well, anyway, I mean, it's gonna need to be Yeah, I don't know, some piece of rust and something flew by gas. Yesterday was very windy. So here's the situation. At this point, this is what we have to do. Throttle bodies seem to work. I mean, I did it for you, both. They installed them very nicely. Fan clutch works. That's a really nice sign. Air conditioner, I felt yesterday that it does work. I don't feel PCV, the evap valves. I'm gonna have to double check if they click, because another common thing, they get stuck and you have wrong mixture going in. The other one is under there, so this one clicks. I can feel it right here. This particular evap valve works, clicks. This one, no, does not click. So this probably is stuck. That's something to look into. Somebody was doing something with spark plugs, I assume, because these little clips are broken off. You know, it is what it is. And lastly, let's shut it off, because it's being loud. Yeah, let's actually let me show you the door locks. Okay. Oh, this gotta be easy with the panels here, because this one, as you can see, it's broken on this edge. Yeah, so another common thing. But so I don't know why, but it just unlocked right now. Okay, you see, like I unlocked the car, it should have stayed unlocked, and for some reason it did lock back. I guess they screwed up on connections there. I don't know. I gotta check in the trunk, see if anybody was doing something there. And if that's where your pump is. But again, you know, this is a preliminary look. Oh, you got a triangle too. That's pretty cool. The battery is weak. That's for sure. The pipes. Well, you know, I don't know. I mean, I gotta take it out, but I don't think it was removed. Looks nice and clean here. Okay, that's pretty cool. Triangle, I like that. That's rare. You don't see many of them. So that's pretty cool, pretty neat. So could be like a European delivery or something. Yeah, the antenna is down a little bit too much. It should have been up higher. I don't know why. It's probably just dropped down. Maybe car wash or something. They pushed it in. There's an adjustment screw. Oh, wait a minute. Let me take a look real quick in there. I see something that is not really factory looking. There's some sort of a bracket there. Yeah, I see. There is some sort of a bracket over there that isn't factory. I don't know why. Antenna seems factory. Yeah, antenna seems to be factory, but maybe a retrofit of some sort. Alright, anyway. Again, things are things. A few things here, a few things there. It is what it is. We're gonna get this done. And just panels and stuff. Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be all for now. Yeah, it was a long video, but like I said, this is the first one, just to show what's happening. And this is what's happening. So, mass airflow sensor wires first, lower harness second, engine harness third, then go through suspension, shifter linkage, and knickknacks like door lock pump, and antenna possibly, radio maybe. All right. Yeah. All right. So this is all. This is oh yeah, the valve over here. The valve needs to be freed up one way or the other. I can disassemble it and close it back up, just to free up. There's a little bit of a piece that goes up and down that needs to be done. Screw is missing here. Not the screw, the nut for the air cleaner. The other one is in place. Oh, there's a crack here. Okay, I see this. This isn't good. You see this crack right here? Again, this is the first time I'm looking at the car, really. This boot needs to be replaced because you have false readings from mass airflow sensor regardless. The sensor is bad anyway. I mean, not the sensor. The wiring is bad as like regardless, because it cannot read nothing. So it isn't reading anything. But this boot to be replaced, and this one seems to be holding on very hard, because it's probably, well, it's original, so after all these years. This piece is broken over there. Not a deal breaker, but still. That's the air cleaner post, that little extension. Yeah, you know, a few things here and there, but other than that, I've seen way worse than this. This is beautiful. Okay, so let's just call it quits. This is Victor at restoringmercedes.com. Thank you for watching.